Hi guys, welcome to my channel Splendor Princess TV. Today we will talk about Paris and things do in Paris. Paris offers something for everyone. It boasts rich culture and art, both in museums and galleries, as well as on streets and in theaters. Get captivated by rich palaces and romantic gardens. Explore the wide avenues and narrow cobbled streets, where a new gem waits for travelers around every corner. While sightseeing, don't forget to enjoy life or, as the French would say, joie de vivre. What to see in Paris? For starters, explore Paris by visiting the famous Eiffel Tower, where you can enjoy the views of the metropolis. Secure direct access, so you won't have to queue at the entrance. You can combine your Eiffel tour with an hour-long ride on the Seine with wonderful views and with a visit to the Louvre Museum. The world's largest museum exhibits more than 35,000 items, which you can wonder at all day long with a ticket that will enable you to jump the queue. If you're interested to find out more about the museum, you can join a tour in the company of an experienced guide. You can see the whole of Paris from the roof terrace of the Montparnasse Tower. Join a guided tour of medieval Paris for an hour and a half, starting at Ile de la Cité. Marvel at Notre Dame and Sainte-Chapelle, the architecture of which changed the world. The tour will uncover Paris as it was before the Revolution. You'll also get to visit the Conciergerie, a Gothic fortress and prison from the period of the French Revolution. Where to see Royal Paris? One of the city's attractions, the Palace of Versailles, is the former residence of three kings named Louis. It's surrounded by 815 hectares of gardens and parks. Its interior hides many halls worth admiring. Buy a ticket that will guarantee you either 1 or 2 days of exploring with the help of an audio guide. You can also get to know life at the palace a little differently by taking a guided tour through the parks by bike and enjoying a picnic in the village of Marie Antoinette, hidden on royal grounds. All this is followed by a visit to the palace, of course. Another building with a royal history is the Palace of Fontainebleau, which had been continuously inhabited for more than 800 years and served as home to Napoleon as well. The National Museum is now housed in its 130 chambers. You can also visit the Château de Vaux-le-Vicomte to explore the palace and its gardens. The Sacré-Cœur Basilica is located at the highest point in the Montmartre district. Enter inside with an experienced guide and admire the world's largest mosaic. Why not also explore the district that has always been the home of artists, revolutionaries, and outsiders? Place du Tertre is one of the most beautiful squares. An even better way to explore the district is by taking a 2-hour guided tour that will introduce you to the key elements of the Parisian culture, from cafes to clubs. What else is there to do in Paris? Moulin Rouge is a famous Parisian cabaret that first opened in 1889. A ticket will grant you access to one of the most famous shows, Fairy, coupled with half a bottle of champagne. Parisians obviously have a strong passion for quality wines. When in Paris, don't miss the chance to become a true French wine connoisseur yourself. Gain knowledge of wines from all over France. Which day trips to choose? Let yourself be charmed by Paris surroundings. Head to the village of Giverny, where the painter Claude Monet lived until his death. Visit his house and gardens, full of beautiful plants that served as his inspiration. Enjoy a walk down the cobbled streets of the village. Your trip will only be nothing less than perfect if you take your time and travel by train. Kids will enjoy a visit to the magical Disneyland, the home of Disney heroes, whom you can also ask for an autograph. The whole family can delight in roller coaster rides and various shows. What is the best travel insurance? Digital Nomad Travel Insurance was specifically designed by travelers for their fellow travelers. You pay basic insurance, the amount of which depends on where and how much you travel. The insurance covers admittance to the hospital, medicine, helicopter evacuation, an early flight home, the costs of stolen passports or luggage, and much more. Some places to visit in Paris are Eiffel Tower. What would Paris be without its symbolic Eiffel Tower? Built by Gustave Eiffel to commemorate the centenary of the French Revolution, it is presented at the Exposition Universelle in Paris in 1889. 324 meters high, it is one of the most visited monuments in the world, with nearly 7 million visitors a year. The first floor houses the Eiffel Tower 58, which extends over 2 levels, 58 meters above the ground as its name suggests. On the second floor, the view is the best at 115 meters, because you have a diving view on the ground below. Finally, on the third floor at 275 meters, you can see what the office of Gustave Eiffel was. For the more adventurous ones, it is possible to use the stairs and climb the steps, 1,665 to the summit. Louvre Museum. The Louvre is the most visited art museum in the world. Located in the heart of Paris, this historic building is a former royal palace with an area of 210,000 square meters, including 60,600 for exhibitions. The museum is housed in the Louvre, originally a fortress built in the late 12th century under Philip II. The remains of the fortress are visible in the basement of the museum. Champs-Élysées Arc of Triumph. Under the spell of ancient Roman architecture, Napoleon commissioned Jean Chalgrin the design of a triumphal arch dedicated to the glory of imperial armies. Built in the 19th century, it is the largest monument of its kind in the world. Impressive sculptures adorn its pillars. In addition, the names of 558 generals and the great victories are engraved. On the top of the arc, under the Arc de Triomphe, is the tomb of the unknown soldier of France. The panoramic terrace above the door offers a beautiful view of Paris. 50 meters high, 45 meters wide, and 22 meters deep, the Arc de Triomphe is located on the Place de l'Étoile, which leads to the Champs-Élysées, which is nicknamed the most beautiful avenue in the world. It stands 1.9 kilometers between Place de la Concorde and the Arc de Triomphe. There are many luxury boutiques, Louis Vuitton, Cartier, Guerlain, Montblanc, places of entertainment, Lido, cinemas, and famous cafes and restaurants, Fouquet's. Montmartre. Montmartre is a hill located in the north of Paris, 130 meters high, having its name to the surrounding neighborhood. It is best known for the white-domed Basilica of the Sacred Heart at the top. It was completed in 1919 and honors the French victims of the Franco-Prussian War of 1870. If you're in the area, do visit the Square of Tertre, few blocks from the Basilica. There are many artists setting up their easels to paint tourists or exhibit their work. Place du Tertre is a reminder of the time when Montmartre was the hub of modern art in the early 20th century. Many artists such as Amedeo Modigliani, Claude Monet, Pablo Picasso, and Vincent van Gogh worked there. The Espace Salvador Dali, a museum dedicated primarily to sculpture and drawings of the Spanish painter, can be found a few steps from the Square of Tertre. Disneyland Paris. Fans of Mickey can visit Disneyland Paris, which is located 32 kilometers from central Paris, with a connection to the suburban Para. Disneyland Paris has 2 theme parks, Disneyland, with Sleeping Beauty's castle, and Walt Disney Studios. Top attractions are Space Mountain, It's a Small World, and Big Thunder Mountain. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. Before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.